Welcome to EJH British Cars. So today something a little different. I had to get some suspension work done on me. So a couple of weeks ago I went in and they replaced my left hip. So I've been kind of laid up. So I've not been working on the cars. Not quite sure when I will get back to that, but hopefully in a couple of weeks. But I just thought I'd go over it a little bit. So I went in for my 2 week past the operation uh, checkup a couple of days ago. They took off the main band-aid and I'll show you a picture of that after. So they cut my hip open anteriorly, so it's kind of on the side, sort of the top of my left butt cheek down. And they cut off the head of the bone. They insert um, a steel, it's almost like a Morse taper. It's made of titanium, and then that has a separate ball that attaches, and then there's a titanium socket that they where your bone normally sat, and they clean it and cut it with a special cutter to fit that socket, and the surfaces of the piece that goes in your femur and the piece that goes in the pelvis are rough surface, so the bone grows back around them and holds them in. And then there's a layer of um, some sort of plastic uh, that goes in between the two pieces, so you don't have similar metals touching. So, like I say, it's been a couple of weeks. Um, I was kind of not really sure how hard this would be. I suppose the problem is that there's a whole range that so many people who have hips done are elderly and they've been, housebound and they're not very strong, and that's not me. Um, so they did it as an outpatient. My wife drove me up, stayed with me. So that we got to the hospital about 9:30 at noontime. They brought me into the operating room. They did a spinal block. So that's an injection into the fluid in your spinal cord and basically numbs you from the belt down, including everything. It's very odd when you wake up. And then they give you something to make you sleep, which is not to not have pain. It's they don't want you awake while they're basically beating up on your body because they really have to pull because to dislocate your hip and all that. So I woke up about 2:30, so 2.5 hours later, I was in the recovery room. And again, I was numb from the waist down. And it's kind of like it's really weird. You can see my toes at the end of the bed, but I couldn't make them move or anything. But that went away pretty quickly. And they won't release you if you have to be able to get out of the bed with the aid of a walker, walk off and take a pee. So they want to make sure that everything started working again. So we did all that. We got out about, I don't know, 6:30, 7 o'clock that night. My wife brought me home. And we had a walker here from Jane. Jane had broken her leg several years ago and had used one of those briefly. So we used that to get in the house. And of course, I've been using a cane whenever I go to car shows and stuff like that for a decade or more. So I'm very used to using a cane, and I've got the upper body strength for it. So, even those, I've used the walker a little bit the first couple of days if I was going to walk any real kind of distance. But if I was just going to get up and go to the bathroom or something, I was just going to go use my cane. And after a couple of days, I was just using the cane all the time. And at the point now, I can actually walk unassisted, but I don't like to walk very far. It's still a bit painful. But if I'm just going to get up and go to the kitchen and, grab a cookie or something, usually most of the time I just walk. Been in physical therapy twice a week for a couple of weeks now. And there's a lot of swelling, particularly up here on my back. There was a real knob there, and my leg was huge, and it's still puffy. So I have started, I bought a full length compression sock, and that helps a lot. So the one I bought was a little small, so I'm getting another one today. It's one size bigger. So that should be good. I only use the heavy pain medications for a day. And so since the day after the surgery, 8 o'clock at night, I started just taking just a couple of Tylenol twice a day, once in the morning, once in the evening. So they okayed me to drive, and so I drove the rover for a little while because that's automatic, and it's my left leg, so clutching and all that. The big thing is not that I can't put weight on it. It's it doesn't bend very well right now because of the swelling, particularly my knee, and I thought it'd be a little difficult to use the clutch, but I just today was feeling a bit more spry, so I took the stag out and drove it no problems. It was really kind of nice. It's been a couple of weeks since I drove anything as fun as that, and that's a long time for me. So we'll go inside. I'll show you the cut down the side so you can see it, and let you take a look at it.
Now that's the site of the incision. The big band-aid is off, and that is actually a mesh that's glued on, which they use to hold the wound together right after the surgery. That'll come off in another week. It's been 2 weeks and 2 days since I had the surgery. So they basically went in through here, cut the top of my femur off, inserted the top half of the device in. Then they cleaned up my pelvis because I had a lot of bone spurs on it, which they look like cauliflower growing in a field or something. And then there's a socket that's they drill out a hole for the socket where your original depression was and put that in, and then there's a plastic bearing surface between the top of the ball of the piece in your leg and the socket.
So wasn't that exciting? Um, so I had pre-recorded a couple of videos prior to going in for surgery because I knew it would be at least a few weeks before I could really do anything. Um, so there's a couple more of those to release still because this one will be released after that. I did pick up a new flaring tool for brake lines, which is kind of nice. So I might just do a review of that because that'll be fairly easy to do without having to physically work on the car. Get a couple more videos in for you guys because I like to try to release one video every week, usually on Friday morning, 8 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. So I hope you enjoyed all that. It's not that much to say. Oh, I should probably show you me walking. Here's me walking, and I'll walk away with the cane and I'll walk back without. So I hope you enjoyed all that. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment. And we'll see you next time. I might do one more update on this if I get a bit better. I do get the surgical tape off next week, so maybe I'll do one then so you can see my fancy scar. I'll tell people I got knifed in the bar. See you later.